So nje as I promise you ukuthi ke soba nje usomabhizinisi wosuku as siphushana ke women in business #women month 2020 ke osukwini lwanamhlanje. Yesterday ke besinabanye nje omama benza bona nje i-catering babizwa ngeSaphiwa B Catering. Namhlanje ke siphethe omunye ke namhlanje intokazi nje sencanyana ukuthi yenza umsebenzi wena ke uzozwa ke osukwini namhlanje. But before nje siye any further siqala kanjena ke thina uhlelo lwethu.
Uzoyithola kanjani uhleli khonini sixoxisana nosomabhizinisi.
Injalo nje sisho njalo sizoyithola kanjani ke uhlezi ke okhoneni sixoxisana nje nosomabhizinisi ke osukwini lwanamhlanje ke khona msawuthi uku Radio 93.4 FM. Sikwamukele sesunjani?
Ngiyaphila njani?
Sikhona nathi. Without nje ukuthi sihlambe size siyongena ke kuyilokuzana kwi-interview yethu yosuku abalaleli mhlambe bayamangala ukuthi ngabe bani ke levels le behind on the mic ke yosuku namhlanje nezwe nje elimnandi. Mhlambe nje usichaze nje kafishane sazoqhubeka nje nohlelo lethu.
Okay, nginguvuyelwa Mavuma, ngisuka eMagates. I'm 25 years of age and I am a filmmaker/photographer.
Okay. Uthe sibongo
Mavuma.
Abaga Mavuma abakaba.
Ondobe upongweni.
Upongweni.
Yes.
Hayi ngifunda okushe namhlanje. No, okay. Okay uMavuma. So mhlambe ke where did you start ke ilokuzana ke ibusiness lakho?
Okay. I started my business in 2016. It wasn't really a start when I started off. It was just, something that was a hobby. I never actually thought I'd actually venture into photography because, as mentioned, ngafundela film and television. I have a diploma in that.
Wow.
So when I started off, it was just something that I thought, no man, let me just grab a camera and take a few shots for the fun of it,
Yes.
and actually have people who want to be in front of the camera to enjoy the camera.
Yes.
And then as time went by, a few people actually said, no man, you could actually make a business out of this.
Yeah. Yes.
You could capture weddings, not just weddings. You could capture, create model portfolios.
Yeah.
You could actually have baby shoots, etc., etc. So it's been baby steps ever since. I have to be quite honest. Ventured off a bit because of work, and it wasn't easy to actually balance work and my photography. But I'm bouncing back. So that's basically my business behind photography, should I say.
Okay, maybe singakongena nje in details kuyona nje i-photography. Mhlambe ke what motivated you to start this kind of a business?
Okay.
Yes.
As mentioned, it's friends, it's family.
Yeah.
I've received a lot of support behind that.
Okay.
But to be quite honest, before actually thinking of creating anything related to photography or starting anything related to photography, ngiyakhumbula ngisemncane, before cameras were actually established in market or people had knowledge about cameras. Ukhona ubhuti wayijwayele ukungena house to house, door to door, yabo ephethe camera yakhe shoot ithombe. So I've always been fascinated ukuthi hayibo, okay, lo muntu uyashoota and then ahamba buye nethombe kanjani, yabo. And at the same time I remember as a young child it used to get me excited ukuthi okay, nangu umuntu oshootayo sesiyashintsha manje sesigqoka impahla eziright sesiyashoota as a family, yabo. So as a child I never really actually took the time to actually ask ukuthi how do you work around this? Only after years, after some years, and actually getting the knowledge at school as well. Was okay, this is how it works, and being more informative. That's when I actually thought, no man, let me just actually play around that and then venture into the business.
Play with lens.
It's not easy.
Yeah. No, maybe mhlambe what made you choose this kind of a business? I know maninga ma business akhona in South Africa worldwide, but what made you choose this kind of a business? No, let me just grab a camera and just shoot ithombe ngezinto ezikanjalo.
Okay. To be quite honest, umuntu ngiwangizona umuntu ohlala office.
All right, yes.
I don't want to lie. The office is not for me. But being creative. Ngiyakhumbula even at school, I used to be the clown, cracking jokes and, So I'm more on the creative side. So in terms of, for example, in the South Coast, it's rare to find a black female who's a photographer. It's very rare to find. Personally, I can't even think of one. Mhlampe bakhona, and I'm not informed about that. But it's actually that a lot of females, especially in the industry, have come to realize, never mind photography, in the industry we are undermined and our capabilities are undermined as well. It's okay, mostly men are in this industry and females can't really do this, So I thought, no man, why not? I mean, let me be the first person, maybe in the South Coast, if I am the first person, to actually venture into the creative side and actually be an example to young ladies, should I say. Okay, no man, if you want to venture in this, do it. If you believe you can, or you believe you have the capabilities to actually do it, then do it.
No, just take us to that time whereby just camera nami ngiyoshuthi ithombe mhlawumbe nje emqondweni wakho mhlawumbe azange kube, because I know kwabanye abantu uthola ukuthi umuntu abe nalo ma negative thoughts amancanyana, kube khona lelizwi leli lesibili as much as likhona, because actually vele umuntu unamazwi nje kusuke kwelakho ileli linye elihleze likhona. So take us there.
To be quite honest, I never believed in myself.
All right.
And I'm still working on believing in myself. I can see that I have potential to do better. But, it needs more motivation. In terms of answering your question, vision-wise, let me use my sister as an example. She loves the camera. She loves the camera. So she was the first person I actually worked with in terms of taking my shots and working on my photography. So ngabona ukuthi, okay, no man, mostly in terms of portraits, I know there's a lot of girls who want to model in the South Coast, for example. They want to create portfolios, for example, and they either can't afford it or they can't find someone to actually work with, especially a female. If they want to do bikini shots, it's hard, comfortability wise, you have to think about that. So I thought, no man, let me just work on that. That was my vision, basically. Start small and grow and grow. So to be quite honest, in terms of some shots that I've taken them for free, because I mean, some people want to actually have something to show for it. So most of my work has been for free. So basically that's it. It's just working with females mostly, comfortability wise, and making them or helping them grow. And making them believe they can actually do better as well if they want to be a model or want to be something else, an actress, a singer, etc., etc. So that was basically my vision in terms of photography.
No, it sounds interesting. Moving on, I want to know now, as we go into this, who is Vuma? As you call it, photography, it's a Vuma photography. Yes, I want to know. Leli gama wathathela kuphi uhlambeke in your thoughts in a ring ngalaso sikhathi uthi no, this name is suitable for my brand, my business. Who is Vuma photographer, as you call it, your business, a Vuma photographer?
Okay, as mentioned, my surname is Mavuma.
Okay, all right. So
I took that. And a lot of people normally call me by my surname. So I took the Vuma part.
Yes.
But I removed the U and just added 2 O's instead. So I played around around my surname, basically.
Yes.
And Vuma most. Because photography, Vuma. So why not?
And I think... just you mentioned that when I'm creative, and I see the creativity when it comes to Vuma, because when you just maybe taking a photo, you have to zoom.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Yeah. So maybe what challenge did you first get the time get business? Because everything in my challenges are con
True. A lot of challenges. As mentioned, it's being undermined as a female in the industry.
Yes.
So it does affect you in a way, because, for example, Mina, I've always grown up to be the person who's shy.
All right.
So now, if I'm shy and then you undermine my capabilities, we sell a move, basically. I'm just thinking, okay, maybe all right, and it does affect you and your work, and it doesn't motivate you to do better. It's mostly the undermining of a woman's capabilities in the industry.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't think I've really faced, besides, equipment is expensive. Besides financial issues, I don't think I've faced any other challenges that I could actually highlight regarding that.
No, maybe so kulona ke manje business liyaqhuba liya operate kahle yini ke oyifundile ke kwi business ke industry ke so kulona ke manje business ke manje
Akukolula yazi. Akukolula awulali. Number one, awulali. If you want to make money, you don't sleep at all. So, as mentioned, being someone who's always trying to be creative,
yes.
Because recently I started taking shots of products.
Okay.
I was like, you know what, let me try something different, because I'm used to taking pictures of a man. Let me try something different. And I got a great reaction, for example, on my Twitter account.
Yes.
I just posted it thinking, let me just,
Yes, just put it.
Like, it really went well. And I was like, okay, if I can work with humans and products, clearly I can work on something else as well.
Yes.
It's a step. As mentioned, you grow gradually throughout the years. So business-wise, sheesh, aklalo. Aklalo. Because, for example, if you start up a business with no funds whatsoever, and you have to actually maneuver around actually getting your own funds, it's not easy, because now you're trying to think of ways to be creative at the same time, trying to find ways to get financial assistance in terms of your business. It's not easy, to be quite honest. That's one of my biggest challenges. For example, now my laptop has crashed. Now it's setting me back in terms of my plans. You see, now I have to try and fix that or get a new laptop, So you fall, you have to pick yourself up. There's no other way. If you really believe in your work or your business, etc., you pick yourself up and you keep on moving. There's no other way, but it's not easy. I don't want to lie.
Yona ke business industry le. So mhlambe ke let's say mhlambe kunomuntu ke who's willing ke ukuthi nayi ke no ngiyawuthanda umsebenzi wa Mavuma, ngiyawuthanda nami ngiyafisa ngenye ilanga ukuthi nami ngibe ilento ayiyona namhlambe nami ngibe lo muntu osifazana ozothatha ithombe. How can you motivate ke umuntu onjalo?
Okay. In terms of that, to be quite honest, believe in yourself more than anything. I think that's the biggest thing you could actually give to yourself. Believing in yourself. Besides people actually motivating you, you personally have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Because now when people actually add on to you believing in yourself, then it actually pushes you to do so much more, and you can actually promote so much of your potential in your work. So believe in yourself. Even if you believe your work is not great, post it somehow, somewhat. You'll find someone who will actually give you advice to do better. Don't take offense in any criticism as well. It's very important, because now I post a picture and I believe it's great, and then your lighting is not great, or your color grading is not great. And then gipendula with an attitude, but I'm a photographer, I have a qualification in this. You learn every day. You never stop learning. You learn every day. Take the advice, try what they say, and see if there's no difference. But at the end of the day, believe in yourself.
Maybe in closing, where do you see yourself again? Maybe in 3 years to come, no, in 4 years to come?
3-4 years to come.
Yes.
TV. Like, not in front of the camera, behind the camera. Like, I'd love to work with celebrities. Like,
all right.
Love to work with celebrities where they have the events, for example. Before I go to this event. It's something. you know. I'd love to work with celebrities. In terms of models as well. Miss South Africa, you never know. It's something. But yeah, I do see myself working in the industry, not let me just say, not just only locally, but potentially internationally.
No, let's go straight again, because amanye amabhizinisi ke, as we know ukuthi sikisona ke lesi sifo, as we know many ke businesses affected by this pandemic disease COVID-19. So when as Ivuma photography, how did you or do you copy when it comes to isona ke lesi simo lesi sikusona njengamanje? Mhlawumbe ke ngeze ukuthi khona indawo affectekile.
In terms of COVID, especially for people in the industry,
yes,
it has set a lot of people back because, for example, as a photographer, you depend on weddings, you depend on birthday parties, you depend on parties, clubbing, you know. So if I can't take pictures at a club, we can't have a wedding.
Yes.
Like, where do I get my finances or my financial assistance in that case? Where do I get the next job, basically?
Yes.
So it has been a big disadvantage in so many ways. It has been a big disadvantage, and the only way we could actually work around it is maybe do maternity shoots. I mean, there's less people in the space, but at the same time, you know, maternity is also tricky because now, I mean, a lady is pregnant. You can't really trust yourself around someone else to take pictures of you because of COVID, you know, and at the same time. So it's not really easy, but we have to pray and keep moving.
Okay, sikulokhuzana ke sikinyanga abantu besifazane on Sunday bekucelebrate ke usuku nje olukhulu elwabo sivuka nje nendaba nje usuku namhlanje endaweni yasemthwalume la kutholakala nje namanje nje kade ngena nje kwishow 12 o'clock kutholakala umuntu wesifazane oshonile khona uthola ukuthi ubulewe, which means nje umuntu wesifazane wedukile because isidumo sakhe besithola isando nje ukonakala. So mhlambe ke I message ezomuntu wesifazane ululeka abantu besifazane nje ezweni bela.
Let's be honest, in South Africa it's not easy being a female. It is not. Umuntu saba nokuya esitolo because I mean uhlangana nomuntu acela number yakhe and mongafuni, it's an issue. Now it's a big issue in South Africa that we really need to focus on, and whether you're male or female, we need to unite together and actually fight the problem that we're facing as women in the country. Not only women and men as well, to be quite honest. But what more can you say but uniting, pushing to do better as a country, not just a community, as a province, and as a country, because we're not facing it alone in Mtwalume, as we said. Not only Margate, there's also people in Johannesburg, Cape Town, etc., etc. So I've always believed in uniting. I believe as men as well, they should actually promote such things, because I've come to realize, especially on Twitter, I see these things every day. And I see that, for example, if a woman was beaten by their boyfriend or husband, most men ask, when's in? There's no reason, there's no motive for you to actually lay a hand on someone. So as a brother, as an uncle, as a father, as, you know, a nephew, you have to actually do better. Teach your friends to do better, your nephews, your, you know, etc., etc. So it's uniting, doing better as a country, both male and female. So I think that's the best I could actually say for the month of August and the month of women.
No, Mavuma, isikhathi sethu nje thina siyashiya, but ke mina ngifuna ukwazi usazosinikeza nami nje ama contact details ukuthi mhlambe ke ama event owawenzela Ivuma ke photography, izinto ama event amanjani owahambelayo, izinto nje ezikanjalo.
Okay. Mostly, as mentioned, I'm still growing.
All right.
But I've worked on wedding shots, birthday parties. It's mostly model shots, though, that I've actually worked on. That's mainly my top 3 so far that I've worked on, and I'm venturing in the product shoot as well. I haven't had time to, or an opportunity, should I say, to work on live events.
Okay.
What else? Clubbing, no, I haven't had a chance. So as mentioned, I'm still trying to work on that. It's baby steps. I'm not in a rush to actually jump into live events. Those need certain equipment, of which currently I may not have.
Yes.
So baby steps, but I do wedding shots. I do kiddies parties, model portfolios, any party that's, what's this word I can use? Very closed in.
You're right.
Yes. Not your live events as yet. It's not a rush. But yeah, that's mainly my main focus so far.
Okay. Mhlawumbe nje ama-contact details zakho nje umlaleli lalele njengamanje.
Okay, ngifuna go Facebook, Vuyelwa Mavuma, but I do have my photography page, which is Ivuma Photography, Uvuma with a double O, not a U.
Okay.
In terms of Instagram, it is Vuyelwa _M. On Twitter, it is Mavuma_. Email address, it's avumaphotography@gmail.com, and my cell phone number is 065 993 7380.
7380. Siphinde futhi
065 993 7380.
7380.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
Iloko nje kuphela.
Yebo.
Kulungile Mavuma, asibonge nje kakhulu mfethu ngesikhathi sakho nje osiphesona ke osukwini lwanamhlanje. Sithemba nje ukuthi ke izinto ke zizoqhubeka zame kahle, and we also going to, and I'm also going to invite you again.
Okay,
thank you
so much.
Yes, that is the sound of POP bese nje bona don't let me fall esukwini lanamhlanje.